The warning didn't sound like advice. It sounded
Some
like
men
surrender.
don't break your heart.
Some men don't
They
break your
erase
heart,
you.
her aunt said, rinsing rice in a cracked plastic bowl.
Erase me
They
how?
erase you. Zainab paused by the doorway.
By making you
The
disappear
generator
without
outside
dying.
coughed, then steadied. Evening light slid through the window bars, catching the dust in the air. The house smelled like pepper and kerosene and old decisions. Erase me how? Zainab asked. Her aunt didn't answer immediately. She poured the rice into the pot, hands moving from memory. By making you disappear without dying. Zainab laughed under her breath. Not mocking. Just, unconvinced. I'm not invisible, she said. Her aunt finally looked at her. Long tired. That's what you think before you meet men who own silence. Zainab picked up her bag and left before the words could sit too long in her chest. Outside, the street was loud in the way poor streets always are. Vendors shouting. Children running. Someone arguing over fuel prices. Life stacked on life. Her phone buzzed. Ademola, where are you? Her mouth curved into a smile she didn't allow herself around anyone else. Zainab, coming. The warning dissolved on her walk uphill. Ademola Adeyemi's house didn't look like a home. It looked like certainty. High walls. Matte black gate. Cameras angled like unblinking eyes. Even the silence inside felt expensive. Zainab always adjusted herself before stepping in. Shoulders back. Voice softer. Not because he demanded it, but because power does that without asking. He was on a call when she entered. Standing by the window. Suit jacket off. Sleeves rolled just enough to suggest effort. No, he said calmly. I said no delays. He ended the call and turned. You're late. It rained, she said. He studied her damp hair, the worn edges of her shoes. Something passed through his eyes, not disgust. Calculation. Come here. He handed her a towel. His fingers brushed her wrist. Warm. Certain. She leaned into it before she could stop herself. They ate takeout on glass plates. He talked about meetings, contracts, people she'd never meet but whose names carried weight. Governors. Donors. Committees. She listened. She always listened. You're quiet tonight, he said. I was warned again, she replied. He smiled faintly. About us? Yes. And? His tone was curious, not defensive. They said powerful men destroy people. Ademola leaned back. Do I feel like your enemy? She shook her head. Then don't borrow fear from people who never had a seat at the table, he said. They confuse power with cruelty. She wanted to believe him. When he kissed her later, slow and practiced, the words disappeared entirely. Zainab was 26. A logistics clerk with a diploma that promised more than it delivered. Ademola was 41. Money. Influence. The kind of man whose problems were handled quietly by other people. He noticed her because she didn't recognize him. She didn't know his name when he first walked into her office. She didn't straighten. Didn't flirt. Didn't apologize for being busy. He liked that. She doesn't see the walls yet, he told a friend once. That's rare. He didn't mean it kindly. The warnings multiplied. Her aunt stopped asking questions. Her mother's voice tightened on phone calls. A coworker laughed nervously when Zainab mentioned his name. Just, be careful, the coworker said. Men like that don't fall. They land on people. Zainab told Ademola. He scoffed. You think I worked this hard to hurt you? No. Then trust me. She did. Trust is quiet. It doesn't argue. The first crack showed up as a smell. Perfume. Not hers. Faint. Expensive. Wrong. She noticed it on his jacket one night but said nothing. She learned early that asking questions made powerful men defensive. Later, she arrived early. The gate was open. Guards avoided her eyes. A woman's laughter floated down the stairs. Zainab stopped breathing. She didn't go up. She didn't cry. She waited. Ademola came down alone. You came early, he said. I can go, she replied quickly. He didn't stop her. That was the answer. That night, he held her too tightly, like possession instead of comfort. The secret settled between them, heavy and unnamed. If this story already feels uncomfortably familiar, stay with it. And if you're listening late at night, alone, wondering how love turns dangerous so quietly, tap like or subscribe now. Not for me. For the stories that don't get told out loud. The sickness came softly. Morning nausea. Dizzy spells. A heaviness behind her eyes. Her boss frowned at her pale face. You okay? Yes, Zainab lied. She collapsed in the restroom 2 days later. At the clinic, the nurse's voice was neutral. Professional. Are you married? No. Is there someone? Yes. The paper slid across the desk. Positive. Zainab stared at it. Her fingers trembled. Life had entered without permission. Ademola didn't answer her calls. She waited on his couch, nausea rolling through her, fear turning sharp. When he finally arrived, she stood immediately. I'm pregnant. The room went still. He blinked once. Are you sure? Yes. He walked away. Came back. Adjusted his cuff. This is complicated. Her stomach dropped. Why? You know why. No. Say it. My life can't absorb this, he said carefully. What about mine? Silence. We'll handle it. The way he said it felt like a threat. Handling it meant doctors she didn't choose. Rooms too clean. Smiles too practiced. Zainab felt escorted, not consulted. I want to keep it, she said one afternoon. Ademola's patience snapped. Just slightly. You can't. The word hit her chest. Why? Because this isn't your decision alone. Her voice shook. It's inside my body. He didn't raise his voice. And it will destroy everything if you keep it. That night, she cried silently beside him. He slept. Pressure became constant. Work warnings. Family suspicion. A body that felt invaded. Ademola became distant. Sharp. Efficient. One night, she followed him. Across the street. Hotel lobby. A woman joined him. Tall. Composed. No fear in her posture. Zainab didn't cry. She went home and vomited until nothing came up. The clinic visit wasn't a discussion. She realized too late. I said no, she whispered. It's arranged, the woman said gently, already guiding her. Zainab fought weakly. Tears soaking the pillow. She remembered her aunt's words. A man who can erase you. The pain afterward wasn't loud. It was hollow. Ademola didn't come. He sent money. She stared at the notification until her phone died. After that, he called less. When she mentioned what she lost, he grew cold. You're being emotional, he said. It's done. Done. A few weeks later, he sat her down. I'm getting married. Her ears rang. To who? Someone suitable. And me? You'll be taken care of. She stood slowly. You erased me. He frowned. Don't exaggerate. She left. Zainab disappeared. Quit her job. Moved out. Changed her number. Pain didn't leave. It fermented. She became a night cleaner in a downtown office building. Empty floors. Glass walls. Reflections of herself growing harder. One night, she recognized a logo. Ademola's company. Her breath caught. She didn't avoid it. She listened. People talk carelessly when they think no one matters. She learned names. Dates. Payments. Clinics. She learned how afraid powerful men are of records. The truth came like a punch. The clinic was illegal. The doctor, unlicensed. The documents, forged. She could have died. They knew. They paid anyway. Zainab sat on her floor, papers spread around her. Her hands stopped shaking. Revenge wasn't rage. It was clarity. She didn't rush. She gathered proof. Recorded calls. Saved emails. She sent everything to the places that didn't need noise. Regulators. Boards. Partners. The calls started. Ademola called her for the first time in a year. She let it ring. The collapse was slow. Audits. Withdrawn support. Headlines without names. His wife left quietly. They saw each other once. Supermarket aisle. You did this, he said. She nodded. I warned you, he said. No, she replied. They warned me. She walked away. Zainab never got her child back. She never got an apology. What she got was space. Silence. Ownership of her name again. Some nights, she still touches her stomach. The pain doesn't scream anymore. It waits. If this story stayed with you, if it hurt in a quiet place, share it with someone who needs to hear it without being warned. And subscribe. Not because it's a channel, but because some stories don't let you walk away unchanged.